When the basketball season ends, Caitlin Clark's fans feel the same emptiness as when their favorite TV series wraps up and they're left wondering what to do next. But there's no need to worry. Clark always has something up her sleeve, and this time her idea is so unexpected that it might actually work. Let's be honest. Outside of Caitlin Clark, the WNBA season can feel dull, and the off-season turns into nothing more than a bragging contest. Fans wait impatiently for any updates about their favorite players. And when it comes to Clark, the rumor mill has been running at full speed. Would she stay in the US? Move to Europe? Take up some quirky hobby like competitive knitting or pickleball? The machine generating fake news got so absurd that even other media outlets started inventing stories about any WNBA player they could think of. So the big question was, what was really happening? We're talking about a career-defining, fan-shocking women's sports revolution here. Clark had something brewing that no one could have predicted. And honestly, who can blame her for wanting to shake things up? This wasn't just about Clark. It was about setting a new standard for how female athletes influence the game and expand their appeal beyond their primary sport. During a broadcast interview, the question came directly. "Caitlin, they said you're not going to play overseas this off-season. You're going to take some time. Can you tell us more about that decision?" Most people assumed they already knew what Clark would say. But their assumptions were blown apart when she admitted that she planned to swap her basketball sneakers for golf spikes. Yes, golf. Clark said it herself, half joking but half serious. "I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know what I'll do the next day. Maybe I'll play some golf. That's probably what I'll do until it gets too cold in Indiana. Maybe I'll become a professional golfer." At first, it sounded like a throwaway line. But with Clark, you never know. After weeks of speculation about her future, that statement left fans and analysts stunned. And here's where it gets wild. This wasn't just a casual hobby. Clark wasn't merely picking up golf for fun. She was set to compete in the LPGA Annika Pro-Am at the Pelican Golf Club in Florida. Yes, right alongside golf legend Annika Sorenstam. Talk about a power move. The official announcement confirmed it. The WNBA Rookie of the Year will compete in a Pro-Am golf event next month. The Indiana Fever superstar will play at the Annika, the penultimate tournament on the LPGA Tour calendar from November 11th through the 17th. To many, this came out of nowhere. But in truth, Clark's athletic ability has always stretched beyond the basketball court. From an early age, she played multiple sports. The explosive power behind her iconic jump shot? It was built on her childhood experience playing soccer. And her very first set of golf clubs came as a birthday gift from her father when she was only 9 or 10 years old. Clark laughs when she remembers, "It was an all-pink bag with pink clubs. I was terrible. I couldn't even get the ball off the ground, but my dad always took me out to play." The reality is that she's been preparing for this moment without realizing it. Now, with cameras following her every move, videos of her near-perfect shots have gone viral. One clip in which she nearly hit a hole-in-one showcased her competitive fire in a brand-new light. She celebrated on the golf course with the same energy she shows when she drains a deep three-pointer. Her own words capture her excitement. "I'm a huge golf fan, so having the chance to compete in an event with Annika's name on it excites me more than I can explain." But make no mistake, this move is more than personal passion. It's a calculated strategy to stay relevant during the off-season. While other players start podcasts or social media projects, Clark is expanding her brand into a new sport. She's not only having fun, she's building her legacy. The parallels are striking. Think of the classic John Deere commercials that highlighted charisma in professional golf. Now, golf insiders are praising Clark's personality and performance, noting how she draws large crowds wherever she goes. She's not just participating in these events, she's generating buzz and turning heads. From a marketing standpoint, the move is brilliant. Clark doesn't just want to be a basketball star. She wants to be a cross-sport icon. She admits, "My family plays a lot of golf. My dad, my brother. When I can, I go back to Des Moines to play with them. It's always super fun." Very few athletes successfully transition between elite sports. Clark is breaking stereotypes, showing that it's possible to perform at the highest level in multiple arenas, to challenge yourself constantly, and to keep your fans guessing. From a fan engagement perspective, this is a masterstroke. It keeps people invested year-round, not just during the season, and the numbers prove it. Her effect on the WNBA is already historic. From 2023 to 2024, All-Star voting increased by 598%. That's not a typo, nearly 6 times more participation. And much of that spike can be traced back to Caitlin Clark, the top vote-getter and a magnetic personality both on and off the court. It's no exaggeration to compare her to Tiger Woods. Just as Tiger transformed golf, Clark is transforming women's basketball. During her rookie season, she wasn't just good, she was phenomenal. She broke 62 records and led the Indiana Fever to their first postseason appearance in 8 years. Former NFL quarterback Robert Griffin III called her the Tiger Woods of the WNBA. And he's right. Just as Tiger pulled new audiences into golf, Clark is drawing fresh attention to women's basketball. Clark herself laughed at the comparison. Sometimes I feel like Tiger Woods, until I get to the next hole and I'm humbled instantly. But the truth is, she's not satisfied with excelling at one sport. She wants to prove she can compete across the board, and her fans love every minute of it. Her influence extends beyond the game itself. She was invited to the Women's Leadership Summit, not as a figurehead, but as a leader shaping the future of women's sports. Two-time major golf champion Zach Johnson said it best. It's easy to be a Clark fan even off the court. That's the key. Caitlin Clark isn't just an athlete. She's a role model, a leader, and a revolutionary figure. The moves she's making could spark an era where player welfare, fair treatment, and long-term career opportunities are at the center of league operations. And just as the conversation heats up about her influence to change rules and expectations, that's where we'll pause this first section. So what does this leap into golf really mean for the future of women's sports and for the WNBA itself? Clark isn't just capturing media headlines. She's forcing the league to reevaluate how it treats its stars. With her massive popularity, she's making it clear that athletes at her level have options beyond the court. If the WNBA doesn't improve in key areas, officiating, player safety, training facilities, it risks losing not only Clark but other top-tier talent in the future. Think about it. When a single athlete can apply this much pressure on an entire league, you're witnessing a once-in-a-generation phenomenon. Clark's decision to take up golf during the off-season isn't just a personal experiment, it's a message to league officials. If you don't take care of me here, I can thrive somewhere else. And let's be clear, she isn't just playing golf. She's playing chess. Every swing she takes is another reminder that modern athletes are multidimensional, and they will no longer settle for mediocre contracts or subpar conditions. Fans are catching on too. While they love the novelty of seeing Clark excel in another sport, they're also demanding that the WNBA step up its standards. Refereeing in particular has been a constant complaint. Now, with Clark at the center of the conversation, the pressure to improve has never been stronger. Golf also brings new lessons. It isn't just about physical skill. It demands mental toughness, patience, and precision. All of those qualities translate beautifully back onto the basketball court. If Clark inspires even a handful of other players to diversify their off-season training, we might be watching the start of a whole new model of athlete development. Her broad appeal also gives her unprecedented bargaining power. She's not negotiating just for herself. She's setting a benchmark for what future players can demand: better safety protocols, upgraded facilities, more comprehensive health care, and serious investment from league management. And this isn't just about her personal gain. Already, Clark's influence is motivating young athletes to dream bigger. Kids who watch her are learning that they don't have to limit themselves to one sport or one identity. They can succeed in multiple arenas, push boundaries, and use their platform to create positive change. Clark's presence at events like the Women's Leadership Summit proves she's serious about more than just personal fame. She's working to raise the profile of women's sports as a whole. Annika Sorenstam, the golf legend she competed alongside, praised Clark's ability to draw fans and spark conversations, calling her an asset to the broader sports community. And that's what makes this so powerful. This isn't lip service, it's real change in action. It could mark the beginning of an era where player welfare becomes central to league operations, not an afterthought. An era where female athletes are recognized as complete figures, competitors, leaders, role models, and even negotiators shaping their own futures. The ripple effect extends beyond the league. Sponsors and brands are watching Clark closely. She doesn't just compete, she sells. Her name is already tied to major endorsement deals, and by stepping into golf, she opens the door to cross-sport partnerships that could be worth millions. Imagine Clark headlining campaigns that combine basketball and golf imagery. It's a marketer's dream, but beyond the money, there's inspiration. Watching her succeed passionately in two different sports sends a clear message. Women can be multi-sport stars at the highest level. That example reshapes how fans view women's athletics, how children choose their role models, and how decision-makers in sports organizations allocate resources. The comparisons to Tiger Woods keep resurfacing, and for good reason. Tiger redefined how audiences consumed golf. Clark is now redefining how audiences consume the WNBA. The 5.98% spike in all-star voting is hard evidence. She pulls in viewers and energizes the culture around her league. Her rookie year already shattered records, 62 of them to be exact. Now, by embracing golf, she shows that she isn't satisfied with temporary success. She's building something sustainable, something that will outlast her playing days. She wants to be remembered not just as one of the greatest basketball players of her generation, but as a trailblazing figure across sports. The secret is her connection with people. Clark radiates authenticity, joy, and competitiveness. Her charisma works just as well in a packed basketball arena as it does on a quiet golf course. That rare combination is what makes her a cultural phenomenon. Looking ahead, several scenarios emerge. 1. The WNBA listens to her indirect pressure and starts making real improvements. Higher salaries, better officiating, greater marketing investment. 2. Clark's example inspires a new wave of athletes who refuse to be seasonal stars. Instead, they pursue relevance year-round, across multiple platforms and sports. Either way, her foray into golf isn't a random detour. It's a strategic expansion. It gives her more leverage in negotiations, keeps her in the spotlight during the off-season, and amplifies her influence on women's sports as a whole. At the end of the day, Clark isn't just refining her golf swing, she's sharpening her voice, her influence, and her legacy. And that could reshape women's professional sports in ways we've never seen before. For the young girls watching her today, the message is crystal clear. You can be more than just an athlete. You can be a leader, a pioneer, and a symbol of possibility. You don't have to choose one path. You can create many. So when people talk about the Caitlin Clark effect, they're not just talking about jaw-dropping three-pointers or record-breaking games. They're talking about a cultural shift, about one woman rewriting the rules of the game and forcing entire institutions to evolve. Her move into golf is not a pause in her basketball career. It's an expansion, a declaration of independence. Proof that modern athletes are defined not by a single discipline, but by their ability to push boundaries and keep fans on the edge of their seats. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing golf. She's changing the game for everyone.